Hi everyone. The project we're doing this week involves you going outside and doing a short little scavenger hunt. First thing I want you to do is go outside and look around for some leaves. Fall has just started, so this is a perfect time to do this project. You just gotta look around and try to find some different types of leaves. I want you to get about 2 to 5, or just as many as you find cool looking. These are the leaves that I found when I went out. So I got this one I thought was really interesting with the different spikes. This one I like how it's really tall. I thought this was a classic looking leaf that I always see around. And lastly, I found this one. I thought it was really cool. I think this is a cypress leaf. I really like these. Once you have all of your leaves, you are going to put those to the side for the time being and flip to the next clean page in your sketchbook. We are going to be working in landscape today. Landscape, when I say that, I mean turn your page this way so it's long and you can fit everything on there. We are going to be doing some observational drawings of these leaves that you found outside today. You are going to need your pencil, maybe your big eraser depending. You will need your Sharpie and something to color with. You may use your crayons, or if you have something else like color pencils or markers, that works as well. When I say that we're going to be doing an observational drawing, that means you are going to be using your eyes to look and see what you're drawing and draw that. All of these leaves are organic shapes, so we'll be practicing with that today. They're organic because they're not symmetrical. They might look like it, but when I fold this in half, it doesn't line up all the way. Same thing with all of these. I'm a little scared to do this with this one because it's gonna crunch, but you can see it's a little off. Same with all of these because they're from nature, so they're not going to be perfect. I want you to draw these leaves going across the page, almost like we're looking at a tree line. So you can pick whichever one you want to start with. I'm going to start with this one. You can hold it in your hand and then look at what you're drawing. So you see there's a curve on the side. This is a pretty big leaf, so I'm going to put this one closer to the front. I'm going to start with my stem right here. I'm going to curve out. And I'm going to go in and flick. Notice that little flick right there. Same thing here. I can see looking at this, it goes down and up. So I'm going to go down, up like that. And I want you to pay attention to what details do you see. I can see that from my stem needs to be a little bit thicker. I can also see these veins going through my leaf. So I'm going to draw that. I also notice there's some coming from the inside. And now I'm not just putting these veins anywhere. I am paying attention to where they are on my leaf. Like I said, we're creating an observational drawing. So I can see down here, this vein actually comes from the same point, but then I notice this one right here is in between. So repeat that until you have your full drawing. You might even want to add some more details so I can kind of see. This leaf has quite some jaggedy edges. It is not perfect. So I might add some wiggly lines around it. You can even see it looks like some bug kind of ate that leaf right there. And then if you want to clean up the edges a little bit, you can. Once you've drawn your leaf, you can set that aside and you're going to use your Sharpie to outline. One thing I recommend you do is put a cover sheet underneath that page. Sharpies really like to bleed through paper, and we want to keep that next sheet nice and clean. So I'm going to place this right underneath, and I'm going to outline. After you're done tracing with your Sharpie, take your eraser, erase those lines. We need to be practicing good craftsmanship. We want our drawings to look nice and neat and not messy. And then I want you to repeat the process with your other leaves. I need you to have minimum 2 leaves on your page. So I went and found 4 leaves. If you decide while you're starting this, you don't really want to draw all 4, that's fine. I just need at least 2. And I want you to play around with where they go on the page. So my next one, I think I'm gonna put this one closer to the back because we're gonna turn this into a landscape. So think about how things go back. So I'll draw my next one and my stem. I can see it kind of fans out. And then I want to go curve. Add my textured wrinkly edges and put some of those veins on there. And I actually noticed there's some holes in my leaf too I want to add. Try and add as many details as you can see on that leaf. And outline again. And then I'm gonna draw one last leaf. I think I'm gonna hold off on this one for now. Once you have your leaves drawn on the page, we're gonna make these look a little bit like trees. So I'm gonna put my grass line right back there so I can see the skies right here. This is my grass. I have my trees everywhere. And this is where if you think you wanna put a couple little trees, you may, but I think I'm gonna start coloring. So you can use whatever coloring materials you would like to use. I'm thinking about using color pencils, but if you would like to use crayons or markers or whatever you have, I'd love to see it. Now right here, I'm actually adding some shadows that if you would like to add, kind of makes your tree look a little bit more realistic. And last but not least, I might even put a little bit of a sunset back there. To do that, I'm just pressing a little bit harder with my orange crayon. Maybe I even put like a circle back there. I feel like evenings in the fall are the best thing in the world. They're just so comforting and nice. So I wanted to celebrate that in this drawing because this is, in a way, we're welcoming fall into our lives for this year. All right, I cannot wait to see what you all create and have fun.